Hello, I am Mrs. Manisha Pradeep Khaire, Faculty of Rasiklal and Dhariwal College of Pharmacy, discussing the chapter Pharmaceutical Ethics. In this part 1, I am going to discuss definition of law and ethics, difference between law and ethics, and role of pharmacist in relation to his job. Pharmaceutical ethics. Ethics means moral principles. It is a science of moral duty. A code of ethic is a carefully formulated system of principle or rules of practice for the guidance of a particular group of individuals such as the members of a profession. Law means the rules of human conduct binding all persons in a state or nation. Ethics means the rules by which a profession regulates action and sets standards for all its members. We will see difference between law and ethics. Law, these are the rules of human conduct binding all persons in a state or nation. Ethics, these are the rules by which a profession regulates action and sets standard for all its members. If a law is broken, a violator may be subjected to penalty in civil action. If the rules of the ethics are broken, the professional body may subject the violator to loss of professional privilege. Law may prevent one from causing injury to another, but it can't force him to help his neighbor in hours of need. Ethics, to help the neighbor, is the function of ethics. Law may prevent a pharmacist from selling the drugs of substandard qualities but can't prevent from selling the drugs at a cheaper rate than that of his fellow pharmacist in his area. Ethics, pharmacist can't sell the drug at a cheaper rate than that of his fellow pharmacist in his area. First, we will see pharmaceutical services. A pharmacy should provide an efficient and reasonably comprehensive pharmaceutical service through the medical store or pharmacy. Such services include supply of commonly required medicine without undue delay and furnishing the emergency supply at all times. Second, pharmacy or drugstore. In every pharmacy or drugstore, there should be a qualified pharmacist to have personal control over the pharmacy. The pharmacist shall be primarily responsible for the observance of proper standard of conduct in connection with it. A pharmacy should be planned in such a way that there is no accidental contamination in the preparation, dispensing and supply of medicine. The appearance of the premises should reflect the professional character of the pharmacy and indicate to the public that the practice of pharmacy is main purpose of this establishment. Next, prescription. Prescription presented for dispensing should not be discussed with the patient or other regarding the merits and demerits of their therapeutic efficiency. After receiving the prescription, a pharmacist should not even show any expression on his face so that the patient will lose their faith in the physician or prescription. Then, no addition, omission or substitution of ingredients in the prescription should be made without the consent of prescriber or physician whenever possible except in an emergency. In case of any obvious error in the prescription, it should be referred back to the prescriber for necessary correction or approval of the change suggested. If at all the change in the prescription is necessary in the interest of the health of the patient, it should not affect the reputation of the physician or the prescriber. A pharmacist should not recommend any particular prescriber unless he is specifically asked to do so. Drugs or ingredients. While dispensing the prescription, the ingredient or drugs must be weighed or measured correctly as the case may be by scales or measures. Pharmacists should always use drugs and medicinal preparation of standard quality. Drugs or medicine likely to cause addiction or other form of abuse should not be supplied when there is reason to suppose that it is required for such a purpose. Last point, that is practical training. While imparting practical training, the in-charge pharmacist should see that the trainee acquires sufficient technique and skill. No certificate should be granted to the trainee pharmacist before completion of prescribed period for training or without undergoing practical training or unless the trainee acquires sufficient knowledge. Thank you.